Hello, it's Teresa, Keto Fat Girl No More. I wanted to do a video on starting keto because I've had so many people ask me if I would please do one. I did 3 videos in the beginning when I first started my YouTube channel, but I feel like I need to do an updated one because I've actually been on keto longer now. I'm going on 9 months here, like in another, I don't know how many days. I think another 6 more days and it's going to be 9 months. And I've lost I'm going to say 50 pounds because I don't want to guess. But I'm pretty sure it's more than that. I just need the scale. I don't have a scale right now. So I've lost 50 pounds and 59 inches as of today. So today's the 19th of July and I've been on keto since October 25th. So I wrote some notes out. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So a lot of people want to know, what is keto? Keto is short for ketosis. So ketosis is a different metabolic state that our bodies can be in when we're not burning glucose. So most people that on a daily basis, we're burning glucose because we're consuming foods that have glucose in them, and they are there like carbs, sugar, breads, noodles, rice, all that stuff turns into glucose when it hits your stomach. So it's turning into sugar. So your body's burning glucose constantly. So when you're in ketosis, your body is no longer burning glucose. Your body is burning the fat that you intake, that you consume. It's turning into ketones. So your body's burning ketones instead of glucose. So when you burn ketones, you actually turn into a fat burning machine. I mean, you're literally burning fat even when you're sleeping. It's amazing. I've been watching that documentary, is it called The Real Skinny on the Fat or something like that? I don't know. I watched the second episode, the second part last night. So extremely interesting. If y'all haven't registered already, register and they'll send you each part individually. I think they're 2 hours a piece, each part, and they'll send it to your email and then you can watch it. But oh my word, it's mind-boggling what this keto way of living or keto diet can literally do for a person. It's reversing diseases like type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure, and it's helping out with the symptoms that people have when they have MS and Parkinson's, and it can this is what they're saying. This is what the scientists and the doctors are saying, that if you are on a keto diet, that it can save you from getting Alzheimer's, that it can save you from getting diabetes. It can save you from getting high blood pressure. And then it helps with all these other diseases. It blows my mind. Okay, anyways, let me get back to my notes. So let me see. Okay, so when your body switches over from being a sugar burner to a fat burner, then you're in ketosis. So then things are going to start changing for you. You're going to start feeling different. You're going to have more energy. You're going to be able to sleep better. The list goes on and on. So anyways, my very first thing that I want to tell you, if you're wanting to start the ketogenic diet, is do your research. I tell every one of the people that I coach, this is the first thing I tell them: do your research. Watch The Magic Pill. Watch the documentary that I was just talking about. Get on YouTube and watch as many keto videos as you possibly can find. Hold on. Sorry. So that's the first thing that I want to say, is do your research. I researched for weeks before I actually started the diet. So then you're going to want to have a good scale so you can weigh yourself, which is something I didn't have in the beginning. I didn't even own a scale, so I was just weighing myself once a month when I went to the doctor. So you want to make sure you have a good scale, and journal. I tell everybody, journal. Write down how much you weighed. Measure, measure, measure. Measure yourself. Get yourself a good, I don't know if you know how big you are, but get yourself a good long measuring tape that's going to fit around your whole body. Measure your neck. measure your arms individually, because one side of your body is bigger than the other side of your body. Measure your chest, measure your waist, measure your stomach, measure your hips, your butt, your thighs, your calves. That's what I measure. Okay. I am not a doctor. I am not a nurse. I am not a nutritionalist. I am none of that. I'm just a mom and a nana that is losing weight on this ketogenic lifestyle. And this is the way I did it. And so I'm just telling you how I did it. And if I can help you, then thank God I'm helping somebody. So you want to get that measuring tape. I have talked to so many people that have never even measured themselves. And I'm going to tell you the biggest thing about measuring. I measure about once a month. And when that scale is not moving, it's so hard, because we are so used to, you know, depending on that scale. It becomes addicting. That scale is so addicting. And I know, because I want to weigh myself right now and I don't have a scale. So measure yourself. If you can put down on May 1st, I was da-da-da-da-da, and then on June 1st, I was, oh my goodness, I lost 10 inches, you know, but you didn't lose any pounds. The reason being is because you're building muscle mass while you're on this ketogenic lifestyle. And so the muscle mass shows up when you measure yourself. It doesn't show up on the scale. Eventually it catches up. Eventually, I'll tell you, because I have been, I don't want to call them stalls, because I've never actually had a stall, because I've always lost inches, but I've had times where the scale has fluctuated. For 3 months, the scale fluctuated. I want to say it was 220 to 211 or something like that. It fluctuated, and it was so irritating, but I kept it up. I kept doing keto. I tried to be as strict as I could, and eventually I got down, and now it's fluctuating between 206 to 203. So I mean, it's moving, but the inches, one time I lost 16 inches in 11 days. So I am not joking. Measuring is one of the most important things that you got to do when you're on keto. Okay. So another thing is, you got to have understanding of this diet. It's different than any diet that you've ever done. I did low carb for years. I started doing low carb right after I had my youngest daughter, which is 14, and I lost 65 pounds the first time I did the South Beach diet, which is a low carb diet. It's kind of like Atkins, but you can have more dairy. And I did that diet a couple times, and I lost a tremendous amounts of weight. But this is even more so, because this diet, you're learning the scientific things. You're learning why your body works this way and what your body is doing. And when you do have a stall, or the weight is fluctuating, you learn that your body's healing, and you know, the weight has to catch up to the inches. I've seen that a million times already. Not a million, I'm exaggerating, but a lot of times. So anyways, you want to get a lot of understanding of what this diet is all about. That's why I say to research, because people are going to come at you with all kinds of crazy nonsense, because we have been taught for so many years not to eat fat, eat low fat, eat non-fat. I mean, for years we've been taught this. My whole entire life I've been told to eat low fat or non-fat. And I'm 47. I just turned 47. So you're going to have people coming at you like my daughter, my 25-year-old daughter just told me like a week ago that she's worried about me because I'm consuming too much fat, and she's worried about my heart, that I'm going to have a heart attack or a stroke. But if she would sit down and watch one of these documentaries, then she would understand, and she would be like, oh, mom, go mom, you know, you're doing awesome. But I don't get that. I don't get that from her, but I get that from you guys. And that is why I made this YouTube channel, because you guys are my supporters. You guys are the ones that support me. And when my family or friends say negative things and get me down in the molly grubs, you guys lift me up. Okay, I am rambling again. Let me get back to it. So okay, now, if you're going to do keto and you want to be strict and you want to do it perfect, you're going to need to get MyFitnessPal. It's an app. Get it on your phone so you can track everything. I had it on my phone in the beginning, but I didn't use it religiously. I just made sure that I was like at about 1,200 calories. But I would say if you're first starting, don't worry about the calories. Just worry about the carbs. Make sure you're at 20 or under 20 carbs. That is the most important thing, because if you're at 20 or under 20 carbs, you're going to go into ketosis. It's going to take you possibly a week, maybe a week and a half. Everybody's different. I know I fasted a lot in the beginning, so I got into ketosis like within 2 days. Fasting helps, but if you're not a faster, if fasting is hard for you, don't worry about it. Let that come later on, because everybody ends up fasting while doing keto. Eventually, you're going to start fasting because you're just not hungry. And so your periods of time when you eat are going to get shorter and shorter. So let me see. Okay. So the foods that you're going to eat when you're on keto, fatty meats, ground beef, steak, chicken thighs with the skin on it. Yes, we can eat the skin on keto. Not that I like the skin, but yes, we can eat that. So you're going to want to eat fatty meats. You can have butter, you can have coconut oil, you can have avocado oil, you can have MCT oil, you can have ghee, which is a butter that is grass-fed. So I've never tried it, but I've heard it's amazing. I know a lot of people, oh, I just forgot what the name of the butter is. It's an Irish butter, and it's also grass-fed. I know a lot of people eat that. I just eat regular, I shop at Winco, and I just buy the regular butter with salt. So it's like $3 for 4 little butter cubes. So we go through a lot of butter in this house. So anyways, okay, what else you can eat? Veggies, leafy greens, broccoli, spinach, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, avocados. You can have cream cheese. You can have cheese. Of course, you're going to want to watch your portions because a lot of the cheeses do have carbs. So you're going to want to watch your veggie intake and watch your portions on your cheese. I have a little scale to measure my food. I don't use it as much as I should, but you can measure your food. I kind of just eyeball everything because I've been doing it for a while, so I know how many, how big the portions can be. So if you're a snack eater, in the beginning I did do snacks. I don't do them anymore, but if you're a snack eater, don't cut that out. Just eat good snacks. Hard-boiled eggs, avocados, nuts. Be careful on the nuts because they add up the carbs. Jerky. Watch the jerky. Also, I get bacon jerky. But watch the jerky because they have carbs too. String cheese, pork rinds, and Quest bars. The Quest bars are okay. In the beginning, I did do Quest bars, and every once in a while, I do keep them on hand for if I'm out and about and I'm not going to be able to get a meal in. But they have, I think it's like 3 or 4 carbs in one bar if you're counting net carbs, which is what I do. Okay. So an example of what you would eat in the day, you're going to eat. In the beginning, I did eat 3 meals a day. So bacon and eggs in the morning. Your eggs can be any way. You can add some cheese. I would add a little sour cream and some salsa. For lunch, a salad with some bacon and cheese, or maybe some grilled chicken and some cheese. For dinner, steak and Brussels sprouts. That was my favorite. And Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and broccoli, you can all make that so amazing by steaming it and then sticking it in a casserole dish and putting bacon bits, cheese, butter, sour cream, and you can make it just taste amazing, because I used to hate Brussels sprouts and I absolutely love Brussels sprouts now. So if you have any other questions about things that you can eat, I'm sure I've missed a lot of things. I did do bulletproof coffee for like the first 7 months. I just have incorporated like 1 a week now, but in the beginning you're going to get full really fast and you're going to have a hard time getting your fats in. And so what I did in the beginning was I had my fats in my coffee. I have a video on bulletproof coffee. You can use coconut oil, butter, and heavy whipping cream and some stevia, and that is how I threw it in the blender. And I would do that every day. I used to do MCT oil. I'm out of MCT oil right now. I need to buy some because it's amazing. Anybody who hasn't tried it yet, go for it. Try it. It's amazing. Get it at any health food store. Okay, I'm at 14 minutes, so I need to wind down. If you guys have any questions at all, just message me. You can message me on Facebook, on Instagram, or you can put it in the comments here. You can email me. My email, all of that is in the description box. If I can be of any help at all, I want to help you. I know other people do keto way stricter than I do. And then there's other people that do keto, the lazy keto, where they don't track and they don't, watch everything that they're eating. But I am a little strict, but I'm not over the top strict. So if you want me to help you, just let me know, okay? If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Hit that like button and share. And I hope you all have a beautiful day. Enjoy your family. God bless.